Well, look who's returned. Thanks for that. And if you're new, welcome to the ABCs of Psilocybin, episode 3. Look at the production quality around here. Background's all smooth, I got my eyes fixed. It's like season 2 of The Office around this motherfucker. So today, I get to introduce a real-life adventurer who has over 140 discoveries under his belt. A true-life badass, and he's here to tell you that C is for Colombiana. The year is 1978, and Guzman the Adventurer is following a local guide up the mountains of Santa Isabel. Way off in the distance, mountainous ice caps linger, making Guzman shudder at the thought of having to go up there and do anything, especially die like the silly white folks who have been coming to his country. How much further? Guzman asked. To no reply. You see, the guide had seemingly disappeared without a trace, but Guzman was a man of science, so he knew this couldn't be true. Guide, how much further? Doctor! A man yells from somewhere in the distance. Guzman, with his keen ear, now runs towards the voice, but immediately falls inside the earth to be trapped inside a classic moving wall pit. Why didn't you tell me? Doctor, I'm in pain. You know I'm not that type of, Yes, goddammit. My ankle. Okay, sorry. What the hell is this? Try that lever over there and can you help me up? Yeah, right. Pretty slow moving pit, huh?
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
So Guzman pulls the lever to the surprisingly easy exit, only to be greeted by a beautiful blinding light. As the two move closer to the light, the wonderful smell of mycelium begins to fill the air, and Guzman's shroom senses begin to tingle. There, perched upon a sketchy pedestal underneath a hole in the ceiling, lies a beautiful cluster of mushrooms. Guzman immediately checks for traps and slowly moves towards the mushrooms. Doctor, the guy yells from the ground. You know it's probably a weight trap, right? Guzman replies. My dear, what's your... Carlos. Well, you see, my dear Carlos, whoever designed this is stupid. And he was right. They were fucking dumb. Because a single wet Colombian mushroom only weighs about 20 grams. So that cluster probably weighed a pound or two tops. And who the hell had that type of technology back then? So after recording some visual data on the shrooms, Guzman and Carlos ate a few. And they hung out in this now rather sick underground mountain tomb. Within 30 minutes, Guzman could tell that these babies were nothing to play with. Especially when he noticed an hour later that he was crying in front of Carlos whilst talking about his relationship with his grandfather like I do with my friends. And 44 years later, the Colombian shroom is still renowned for its very high peaks and amazing social interactiveness. So on the psilocybin power scale, Colombiana belongs around a solid 8. And dudes, I really need to spotlight this man. His real life name is Gaston Guzman, a stud. And he discovered shrooms in all of these places. So yeah, he's like the real Indiana Jones of shrooms. Actually, that's probably going to be the thumbnail to this episode that I now got to write and animate. I got to get to work. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Bye. Damn, I gotta move the Harvard episode.